How's it going, everyone? Hope you're staying creative out there, and welcome back to Leon Unity, the creative filmmaking and storytelling community by Leon Films. If you're new here, I'm Petros Ioannou, and I'm an award-winning writer, director, and general filmmaker, both behind and sometimes in front of the camera too. This is Minute Tip Monday, where, as always, we at Leon Films, as a working video production company for brands and creatives, give you real-world filmmaking tips from our adventures on set in just a few minutes. And just as last week's Day to Night episode, this week we're going to be giving you tips from the shoot of our short film written by Andrew Hollingworth called Bump. This week's topic is all about shooting outdoors, where the sun is an unpredictable beast of a light, and we have to manipulate and often add to in order to get our video image looking crisp, beautiful, and that word every filmmaker on YouTube uses, and with good reason, cinematic. Whether it's video or photos, crafting an image is all about learning how to control the light in your scene. After all, the word photography comes from the Greek words photo, meaning light, and graphia, meaning to write. Photography is literally writing with light. Yes, I'm aware I sound like the dad in my big fat Greek wedding. I'm proud of my heritage. Why do you think our logo is the Greek flag blue? This means when we've got a big light in the sky called the sun, we've got to tell our story correctly by controlling it, just as a writer would with ink in their pen. And depending on your budget, there are various ways. Let's talk about a few simple things we did on the set of Bump, both in the scene, controlling the light, and in camera, controlling the image. In the scene, the first and most important thing with shooting outdoors is dealing with the sun, skies, and clouds. The sun itself is a big, powerful, but distant single-point source light. It's big, but far away, like 93 million miles. This means on its own it creates very harsh shadows. Clouds covering the sky can diffuse this light like a giant softbox covering the sun, which means while it's decreasing its power output, it softens the light by spreading it through a larger layer, the clouds. We've used this technique on multiple occasions to create very soft light. You've got to be mindful of what your shoot looks like on the day. What kind of cloud coverage are you going to have on the day? Because unless you're Avatar Aang, the Last Airbender, or Storm from the X-Men, you're not going to be able to control the clouds. So it's best to know how to shape and control the light coming from the sun itself, if you don't get your ideal circumstances.
So, the rain didn't stop. I'm a little bit on the wet side. Jeremy looks like a drowned rat.
This is a 5-in-1 reflector, and it's super portable and super cheap to buy. Inside, there are 5 tools for controlling light. The silver side reflects light from the sun to use as a fill light on the actors. The black side is designed to cut light off. This can create negative fill, or alternatively, it could just block the light entirely. Unzip. And you get a gold side. The gold side does the exact same thing as the silver reflector, but adds something of a warmer hue. The white side is used to bounce light softly to the subject, like a very small portable bounce board. And lastly, the centerpiece is a bit of diffusion. This can be used to soften light by making the source bigger. But wait, how can something so small be bigger than the sun? I mean, the sun is a giant burning ball of hydrogen and helium superheated plasma. Alexa, what is the volume of the sun?
The sun's volume is 1.41 million trillion cubic kilometers.
It's pretty damn big. Really, it's all about perspective. The sun is huge, but super far away, making it smaller in source size by perspective. It becomes like a really powerful, really small light, creating harsh shadows. We use diffusion, such as the sheet in the reflector, to spread the light source out when it's closer to the subject, making the light softer. Bigger budgets can mean big sheets for diffusion or huge black cutters called black flags, which do pretty much the same but on a much bigger scale. The next option is using battery-powered lights. See, LEDs use a lot less power than older tungsten or even HMI lights. As such, they can be battery-powered and used without a mains plug or a loud generator. These can be used to add light to a scene. On Bump, we used a panel light like this one as a fill light and a hair light. If they're powerful enough, such as the Aperture 300D, They can be used as a key light, primarily because they're powerful enough to beat the sun. Next, what you can do in camera to deal with outdoor brightness and keeping your image balanced and le cinématique. The sun makes everything bright. Adoy. You want to have that smooth, shallow depth of field that comes with a wider f-stop, and you don't want to have to crank up that shutter speed which will remove motion blur. Outdoors in the bright sun, it's a good idea to shoot in a log format, if your camera could do it. It's great for flattening the colour and contrast of your image, so highlights and shadows don't get clipped. You can adjust and bring out what you want in post, giving you more range. I did a video on that a few months back on how to shoot using Sony's S-Log format correctly, which you can check out by clicking the link in the eye up there. This is where an ND filter can come in handy. Super handy. A variable ND can allow you to adjust for the unpredictable changing patterns of the sun and clouds, allowing you to keep your cinematic settings. We shot large chunks of Sisters of House Black in S-Log 3 on my Sony a6500 camera, where it worked amazing outdoors. Let's recap. It's all about controlling your light, specifically the big fireball in the sky, the sun. You can diffuse, reflect it, or cut it using a classic 5-in-1 reflector, or the bigger, more expensive options like flags, bounces, and cloths. You can add extra light using battery-operated LED lights that don't require mains power. And in camera, you can use an ND filter to cut the brightness, keeping your cinematic settings, and shoot in a log format to flatten all the highlights and lift all the shadows, which you later bring out in post. It's all about controlling the light in your scene, and shooting outdoors with the sun is no different. But the goal of this place is just to be a creative community, so everyone has their own techniques. What have you done to control light before, especially on low budget shoots? And what's your favourite time of day to shoot in? I personally love golden hour, but it does have a very specific look. If you like this video, hit the like button below and share it with your friends to help us grow a community of filmmakers and storytellers. We talk about all kinds of creative filmmaking things on this channel. So consider subscribing, as it really does help us out. And if you want to join us for a chat anytime, we do have the Leon Unity Discord server you can jump in on. There are other creatives in there, and we're all just trying to learn from each other. Or just hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. Now stay safe, stay indoors, but create new worlds.